If you have sensitive skin, the thought of trying out new products might actually be daunting. It might be quite scary because you don't know which product is going to cause redness, stinging, rashes, or reactions for you on your face. But the thing is, it doesn't really have to be a struggle. The main thing you need to know is just the ingredients that you need to avoid in certain products. So once you just see a product, you check the ingredients and okay, this particular ingredient is in this product, it's better for me not to use it because it's going to make my face react. So that's just the trick, to know the ingredients to avoid. So what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So you might be watching this video and wondering if it is actually for you because you don't know if you have sensitive skin or not. So let me tell you how you know. If you have sensitive skin, you're actually prone to inflammations and reaction. Your skin gets easily irritated, easily inflamed. You experience symptoms like redness, itching, stinging, even rashes just at the slightest use of even the mildest skincare product. Your face, your skin reacts faster to products than most people, and sometimes it reacts in a way that you get reactions, redness, stinging, and peeling skin, and you might even be getting breakouts more than most people. So by now you know if you have sensitive skin or not, and the next thing you want to do is to know the kind of products, the kind of ingredients that you need to avoid in skincare products so that you can avoid reactions like the ones I mentioned earlier in this video. So I'm going to be mentioning those top 3 ingredients, top 3 skincare kind of products that I feel like you need to avoid and you need to be more careful of. Most products, all products have their ingredients listed on their container. Some of them might not have all the products listed, but most of the time the active ingredients, the main ingredients, the ingredients that I feel like people need to know, they put them on the product. So all you need to do is just pick it up. If you want to get a new product, pick it up, search the ingredients. If you see that one of these products ingredients I'm about to mention is in this product, you probably do yourself a disservice if you buy it. Now the number one product I'm going to mention might be a bit controversial because it is actually a product that is used in a lot of acne, pimple treatments products, pimple treatment lotions, solutions, and all that. And that ingredient is benzoyl peroxide. A product like benzoyl peroxide is it's a very, very harsh product, especially for people that have sensitive skin. It is incredibly harsh on the skin barrier. It tends to dry out the skin a lot. It rids the skin of moisture, and when your skin is rid of moisture, when your skin is dry, you tend to have reactions, you tend to have redness, your skin is dehydrated, you might even tend to have breakouts because your skin is dry. So try to avoid these products as much as possible in your skincare. And if you must use this product, probably because maybe you have serious acne and maybe that's what has been working for you, try and get product that is used in a little concentration, something that is not too much, or at least do not use it as often as other people normally would, just to avoid skin reactions. Your skin is too sensitive for that. Benzoyl peroxide causes irritation and inflammation on your skin, and as the good person that I am, I'm not just going to tell you the bad side, I'll give you the good side too. So as I'm telling you what you shouldn't use, I'll tell you what you should opt for instead, that does the same work but is preferable for someone with sensitive skin. So instead of benzoyl peroxide, what you should opt for is salicylic acid. It also does the same work. It helps to combat pimples, and if it is used in a concentration that is too high, it might actually tend to dry out your skin, but it is not as drying as benzoyl peroxide. So instead of that, if you have acne prone skin, opt for products that have salicylic acid instead. Now the second ingredient that I want to talk about is alcohol. Alcohol is actually not good for you either, but I think a lot of people like it because when you use it on your face, when you use it on your body, it gives you this quick dry finish because it doesn't seep into the skin. But alcohol can actually also rid your skin of moisture. We've established that dehydrated skin is not good for people that have sensitive skin. Your skin has to remain hydrated. It rids your skin of its moisture levels, and then it tends to lead to irritation, inflammation, redness, and all that because your skin is just massively dehydrated, and some people might even react to it. And a lot of products that I've seen in the market tend to have high concentration of alcohol. If you see any product that has ethyl alcohol, ethanol, methyl alcohol, denatured alcohol, they are not good for your skin, especially if you have sensitive skin. What you can use are products that have ingredients like cetyl alcohol. Cetyl alcohol is actually a very good product because it tends to help your skin with moisture. It softens your skin, it smoothens your skin. So if you see a product with cetyl alcohol, if you have sensitive skin, you should opt for that instead, because it's actually really good for your skin. Alcohol dries out your skin, and it's one ingredient that people that have sensitive skin should try to avoid as much as possible. If you must use it for whatever reason, use it in very low concentration. That's all I'll say. Or opt for cetyl alcohol. Another ingredient you want to avoid if you have sensitive skin is harsh exfoliants. Now, I know exfoliation is actually necessary, but you have to just opt for a gentler one if you have sensitive skin. Now, examples of harsh scrubs for people with sensitive skin are, like salt scrubs, all those spa scrubs, sugar scrubs, scrubs that contain lemon, scrubs that contain baking soda, scrubs that contain turmeric. If you have sensitive skin, you want to avoid all these type of scrubs as much as possible, because even people that don't have sensitive skin, when they use turmeric, lemon scrubs and all that, it tends to actually cause this tingling feeling on their faces, this tight reddish feeling, which is not a good one for you. Lemon scrubs on its own are very, very harsh, especially if you have sensitive skin. If you use a lemon scrub and then you go out into the sun or something, it can actually tend to cause maybe sunburn or hyperpigmentation. Exfoliators, harsh exfoliators tend to be very harsh for the skin. They tend to be very strong for sensitive skin. They tend to cause irritation, inflammation. You notice that when you exfoliate, maybe some parts of your face are red, you have red patches on your face, or your face is like it's peeling, it's inflamed. It's even some chemical scrubs are very harsh for sensitive skin, and there are things that you should not be using. If at all you want to use them, make sure you are not using them more than once or twice a week. If you have sensitive skin, I would advise, if you want to use spa salt, salt scrubs, use it once a week, because they are very harsh for you and they might do more damage than good for you. If at all you want to use scrubs, opt for milder version. You can use scrubs with lactic acid. Lactic acid is actually a very good ingredient for scrubs for people with sensitive skin. I've seen some scrubs too, like avocado scrub. I'll put one on the screen. This Eden avocado scrub. It's actually a very mild one. If you are using scrubs like sugar scrubs, salt scrubs, they tend to be very, very, very strong for sensitive skin, and they are not good for you, especially if you are using them more than once in a week. If you want to exfoliate, if you have sensitive skin, once or twice in a week is okay. Exfoliation working for you is not dependent on how often you use it. If you use it every day 3 times, no, it depends on how consistent you are. So if it's something that you're using every week, this week you use, next week you use, you're actually consistent with it, it will work for you and it will definitely help your skin, because exfoliation is actually very critical in your skincare routine. But you actually want to opt for a milder one. Opt more for scrubs that contain glycolic acid, like I said, lactic acid, avocado scrubs, toners, gentle cleansers, and all that. Even salicylic acid is actually something that you can use to exfoliate, even in the form of a cleanser. Just make sure it's in a small concentration. But if you have sensitive skin and you want to use cleanser, I'll avoid you use more of toners, because toners tend to even add moisture to your skin. I'm sorry for the background noise outside. They are doing some constructions in my neighborhood and I did not want to postpone this video, so bear with me please. To recap, those are the 3 major ingredients. There are actually more, but just to keep this video short and sweet, I just decided to mention those 3 major ingredients that you should absolutely avoid if you have sensitive skin, and probably also if you have acne prone skin. Like I said, benzoyl peroxide, harsh exfoliants, very key, and also alcohol like ethanol, methyl alcohol, and all that. Try to avoid them as much as possible. Other good ingredients that you would like to use if you have sensitive skin that actually have a calming effect on your skin, actually help you to get rid of redness, inflammation, are ingredients like green tea, rose water. Rose water is one that I actually use a lot and it has done wonders for my skin. Rose water is in my cleansers and all that. Chamomile extract, tea leaf extract, sunflower oil, almond oil. These are products that are actually good, very good for people with sensitive skin. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you have any questions, any queries, kindly let me know in the comment section below. And if there's a video that you would like me to talk about next, like if there's something you really want me to talk about, like probably ingredients that people with oily skin should avoid or things like that, be sure to let me know in the comment section. So till my next video guys, I'll see you. Bye.